What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Snowtrooper Battle Pack. That's set 75320. It has 105 pieces, 4 minifigs, retails for $20 US, and it came out in 2022. This is actually a pretty decent set, but we're gonna obviously take a look at the good and bad of this one. Battle packs have gone up in price, unfortunately. We're gonna see if this set's worth 20 US or not. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get right into it.
And to start us off, we'll begin by taking a look at the box art. And I have to actually say, I really like this 2022 artwork they got going on. They have Darth Vader in the bottom left corner, which is a little bit different. Generally, they have the character in the top right. Then you have all the details, the 4 troopers that are included, and it just overall looks quite nice. I also like the Hoth background. Moving to this side of the box, just the LEGO logo, and then on the back, it's a little bit more into the set. The one feature that it has, which is this brand new stud shooter, which is actually not all that terrible. We're obviously going to take a look a little bit more at it when we get to the set. Then on the side of the box, it actually shows the speeder, and on the top, just the Snowtrooper, and then on the bottom, just the LEGO logo and barcode. Overall, do quite like this new artwork, like I just said. Let's now take a look at the set itself. And the first area of the set that we'll take a look at is actually the E-Web Blaster and the snow landscape. And I will say I actually do quite like the blaster. I think it looks quite accurate to what we see in the film. As far as the snow landscape, I could really do without it. Personally, I don't think it adds too much to the set, and it kind of just brings the piece count up, which brings the price up. It's not terrible looking though. I mean, it's great if you're making a Hoth mock and you need pieces like this. I know what it's like because I actually have built a Hoth mock. And yeah, a lot of these pieces I actually used in it. But getting into the E-Web Blaster, now you'll notice on the top they have a new stud shooter. And I actually don't detest it. So let's actually show you guys how it kind of works. You just push right here and bang. It's actually, yeah, it works quite well and it's not so noticeable. And if you really don't like it, it's very easy to remove. Now it's just a typical E-Web Blaster. I think that's very smart, and I really like the route that LEGO's taking, removing it from, the minifigures and putting it on some of the vehicles. Let's now take a look at my favorite part of the set, which is the speeder bike. Now this may be the most accurate to scale speeder bike ever made. I'm not saying that it's perfectly to scale, but it's pretty darn close, and it has a lot of nice detail. I love the fact that they've kind of changed, the bars that make up the front of the speeder bike, leading to the fins. They also use a lot of, you notice those little clamp pieces on the bottom that kind of just raise the speeder bike a bit, making it look more and more realistic to what we see from the film. It actually has a control panel on it, which is actually quite shocking. It's the first speeder bike I've ever seen have one, but I wouldn't say it's inaccurate. It's not a terrible little inclusion that they have going on with this one. Just to give you guys a little bit closer look, let's actually remove the pilot to show off the seating area. Again, there's that control panel, which looks quite nice. And then there's the underbelly of the speeder bike. This, again, is probably my favorite Imperial speeder. I think I don't think you could really do much of a better job, and it really reminds me of some of the mocks people have actually made for the Imperial speeder bike. Let's now get into the minifigs and see what they're all about. Now this is actually another area where this set shines. The troopers are fantastic looking. Give you guys a 360 view. On the right we have the Snowtrooper, and then on the left we have the Scout Trooper. They also have quite nice back torso printing. And no arm printing, but that's kind of a rarity. We don't generally see that with LEGO Star Wars. And I love the fact that they give the Snowtrooper on the right, a sniper rifle. They kind of are giving you a little bit more diversity with the weapons, which I think is quite awesome. Show off their face printing very quickly. There they are. I'm just going to mention this right now. I find it interesting that I like the variety with the faces that they're giving us, but I will say that George Lucas, when he originally made Star Wars, the Imperials, or at least the troopers, were all made up of male humans. I think they've since changed that, but just an interesting little factoid. Let's now take a look at the final two. And these two Snowtroopers are identical to the last one we took a look at. One of the key differences though is they are carrying normal size blasters instead of the sniper rifle. Love, again, the diversity with the weapons. One key difference is though, you do get a couple different face prints for these figures, which is nice. You're getting some diversity, not a million angry clone faces. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts.
Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. This is a pretty good set. The fact that you don't get an Imperial officer is fantastic. You get 3 Snowtroopers and a Scout Trooper, and they've also done away with the stud shooters. You get real looking blasters, and the stud shooter on the E-Web blaster actually doesn't look all that bad, and if you don't like it, you can just remove it. However, is this battle pack worth 20 US? I have to say no. I mean, yes, with the pieces included, maybe it looks like it could be around that, but again, we have no need for the landscape. They could have just given us the E-Web blaster and the speeder and called her a day. Battle packs are all about build your army, not build your landscapes, so I'm not really sure why they included that in this set. It's not that it's a bad build, it's just not needed, and if they removed it, it would probably lower the price by about $4 US, which would make this roughly comparable to, other battle pack prices. Anyways, overall, I still think it's a good set, still think it's worth getting. If you get it on clearance or, on sale, 20% off, definitely worth that. And then you're paying, normal battle pack prices for it. But again, let me know what you guys think about this one. If you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could maybe improve on it. I know my take isn't the most original. I know other people have been complaining about the price, but if you can put the price aside, this is actually a pretty good set. But yeah, that pretty well does the review, but if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future LEGO Star Wars reviews, comparisons. We do one of them every Tuesday, and yeah, they're a lot of fun, especially if you're a big Star Wars fan like myself. But yeah, that pretty well does it again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.